Hey guys and girls, hope everybody's having a great one today. I am headed to the Tulsa airport right now. Got about an hour to catch that plane. I better get my fanny up there, hadn't I? But anyway, I'm heading to Charlotte, North Carolina. If you're anywhere around Charlotte, North Carolina, you're probably aware of the fact that the Major League Fishing MLF Championship is going on today, tomorrow, and Sunday. And those guys have been out there fishing all week, practicing and doing their qualifying rounds. And so the finals will be Sunday afternoon. Somebody will win, I don't know how much. I think last year was $300,000. It's a big prize for first place. Some of the very best bass fishermen in the country will be competing in that tournament. There's no doubt about it. I think they'll allow 80 people to play, and it'll just be a tremendous event. So if you're anywhere around a couple hours of Charlotte, 2 or 3 hours of Charlotte, North Carolina, or even if you want to drive in there for the weekend, get you a hotel to spend the weekend like I'm doing, it'll be a great event. I'll be there working for Bass Pro, Tracker, Ranger, Nitro, the Bass Pro Shop booth. That's the only booth I'll be working at. I think I do have a question and answer session for about 30 minutes or an hour on stage, I think on Saturday. But I will be there tomorrow and Sunday as well. So if you're anywhere around Charlotte, you know, even if you're not into bass fishing, even if you just like to fish, it's going to be a great event. You'll have an awful lot of fun there. There'll be lots and lots of exhibitors there. It's a big event. It's just kind of like it's their championship, like the Bassmaster Classic, the year-end event. And the Bassmaster Classic, by the way, is coming up in 2 weeks in Knoxville, 2 weekends away from right now. I've got a weekend in between where I'll be at a church in Illinois, Park Hill Church in Illinois, and I'll be talking to you a little bit more about that. I think that's next Saturday night. I'm not sure if I got my calendar right in my mind, but I believe that's what it is. But we'll be at the Bassmaster Classic. I'll be at the Bass Pro Shop store in Grapevine, Texas, on next Thursday and Friday. Actually, a week from today and a week from yesterday. I'll be there for, I think, about 3 hours each day. I may even run by one of the other stores. I don't know, maybe the Cabela stores out there by the racetrack, or maybe that other Bass Pro Shop over there on the other side of town. But I for sure will be at the Bass Pro Shop store at Grapevine. I saw where my buddy Bill Dance is going to be, I believe, tomorrow at the Bass Pro Shop store in Tampa. So y'all be sure and go by and visit Bill in Tampa. By the way, speaking of buddies, Roland Martin will be with me here at the working the Bass Pro Tracker Ranger booth at the Major League Fishing Tournament. So you know, you'll be able to come by and visit with both Roland and I. I'm sure there'll be some other people working there. Also, I haven't heard about Ricky Clun or Kevin Van Dam or some of those guys, but I'm sure some of those guys will be there as well. So it's a big event. If you love to fish, there'll be all kinds of good deals going on right there. They'll be selling a lot of tackle. They'll have all the new boats and motors and stuff for 2023 out there on display. You can ask questions to company manufacturers, company representatives, people that can answer your questions a whole lot better than somebody like I can generally. And you can visit, get your picture taken, get autographs, just have a great time up there. There will be some of the best fishing tackle buys of the entire year there, I'm sure, in your area. And I know we've got a great, beautiful Bass Pro Shop there in Charlotte, and it's a good one. And they will have some of their people out there, I'm sure, working the show as well. So you'll be able to ask them about anything you wondered about from the standpoint of Bass Pro Shop and all the great things going on there at Bass Pro. We're just absolutely looking forward to being there. It's going to be an awful lot of fun. We're going to have a super time, and got 18-wheeler trying to get in here. Gotta let that 18-wheeler in, but they're bigger than I am. I'll definitely let them in. I think it's just courteous to let them in anyway, you know. But we're going to have a super time there. We'll be there for several hours each day. Probably not the entire time the show's open, but we'll be there probably quite a bit of the time. I do fly back Sunday evening to Oklahoma and pick up my beautiful wife, Chris, and get back down to the ranch. So Apache's at the ranch right now watching everything, taking care of everything. I think my partner's going to be down there this weekend because we got a beautiful, beautiful day today in Oklahoma. Tomorrow it's supposed to be spectacular. 80 degrees forecast at the ranch. So, but if you're anywhere around Charlotte, North Carolina, I think it's free admission to that show. I'm not positive. You can double check and see, but I think I saw somewhere where the admission was free. So go to the MLF Championship in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's going to be a great, great event. If you're around anywhere close, come visit us. We're going to have a great time there and talk fishing and watch somebody win a lot of money. I mean, a lot of money. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one today. And remember, I sure do love you.